My stories. So, this is what is happening. See, I've been doing music for many years, and as I said, I've played music since when I was a very young um, um, kid, growing up underage, in fact. And even I became a teacher, and I performed, I played with different bands, I played with big stars. I also did recordings. And until now, today, I am a solo musician. I've passed through different episodes in my life and also in music. And I have experience of things, so I know exactly what I want. So, yeah, in music, and exactly what I'm looking for, and if I'm doing something, and and if I'm not, then I guess I'll be just doing my own other things. But otherwise, me as a musician, I have come to a certain stage that the music business, I know about it, and I know exactly what is in it, and I know about awards, and I know what they are for, and I know about grants, and I know about promotions, and I know about also management, and I know about agencies also who book music, and I know about contracts and work of musician as a musician, or being in doing the work in being musicianship, yes. So, and in my life, I've played in different places. I've also played in big festivals. I've played in big theaters. I've played in stadiums where even I can't see I can't even count how many people are there. I have toured, traveled, also, and performed in different places. But that's not the point. The point is music itself is a career, and music also is a gift, and it's not that everybody can be able to do the music and make it good or sound good, or or continue, I'm saying, or being successful, or um, get known. And there's everything is involved in the music business, so you have to know all these things, and to come to understand those things, you will then get to know about music business and what's going on in the music business. There are good things and there are bad things. I'm not gonna say that much, but you always have to be alert and know what you're doing. So to me, my music is my art. That is what I do, and this is what I always do. Either I'm playing for an audience, or I'm playing in a festival, or I'm home, or I'm recording, or I'm in a private function. Yeah, and every work is different. So, and there is all kinds of things that you have to know about it. Also, you as a musician, you have to know about sound. You have to know what kind of people you are playing for and what they are looking for to hear and listen. They want to either they want music that is a little slow, or quiet music, or maybe they want music really hot to make them dance. All those things, they have to be in your head as a musician. So, and sometimes when I go on stage, when I look at the audience, sometimes I'll have I will make a set list from home. But when I get on the stage, I look at it, and when I look at the people who are sitting there, and then I just have a feeling of something, I'll change the songs, or I'll play one here, and skip, in order to try and get the people, and it works. That's how it is. So, anyway, this is my stories. So, you get more people to come here on my site, so I can give you more stories about my journey in music. I'm talking in different eras, in different times. There was a time when I used to be a roadie for my family band, my cousins. So because they were the ones who started playing music. So when they finished, I would take their guitars and go and put them, back behind the door in a room. So every time I do that, and then one day, of course, they went out. Nobody was there, because sometimes they would be hanging around, or one or two of them would be hanging around, and by the time I can't touch anything. But that day, somehow, they all left. I think there was a wedding somewhere in a place called Chuda. We were living in a estate in Mombasa called Makande, at the Port Authority flats. We lived in those apartments. So my cousins went to the next estate from not far from there. There was a wedding, and they because they were all they wanted. As I say, this family band, it was made just to be promoted in weddings. So they will go and ask for a band which is playing there. When they take a break, and they will play. So they went. Me, I was home. Of course, I didn't know how to play at all. What did I do? I started playing the guitar, man, by myself. But because I used to look at my cousins, how he plays, how I started reading guitar, his style first, how he plays, and I copied something. So I was able to play something, and I thought it was easy. But my problem was that I tuned the guitar, man. So when I tuned it, when they came back, my cousin who plays that guitar especially, his name is James. Somehow he went straight to the guitar. I don't know what made him to go there. And of course, what did he started playing his guitar. I thought, what? These strings, man. What happened? What did you do? So, were you playing? I said, yes, I was playing. Oh, yeah. So he asked me, did you want to learn? So I said, yes, I'd like to learn. And he said, how can you play? So he tuned the guitar back, and then he gave it to me. When he gave it to me, because I had ordered, I somehow, my hands were very, very flexible. I had learned a few things which I used to see him playing. So which was and when I played that, and he said, oh, so you have been. I said, no, this is just me. I was been looking at you, how you play, and I just immediately picked up, and I knew, this guy, man. And then I started playing, because it's him, how the way he puts his hands, fingers. But by looking only, I knew how to play major chords. Ah, so he taught me rhythm, but sometimes I helped him and he would sing. Then our cousin, his name was Sami. Sami Musa. Yeah, he or Moses. He was going to another city, away from there to in university, and he was gonna be staying there, and he won't come home until when it's the school. They have closed the campus, and then he'll come back, and that will be a long time, man. So the band people are gonna stay without practicing and playing, no. So they taught me, my cousins. First of all, Sami, who is Musa, taught me how to play guitar. He's playing left-handed completely. I left hand this guitar exactly same guitar which you are using. This one, and he plays it this way. He played. I don't. I used to play how you. So I'll see it because I'm right-handed, but he used to play. See, because I'm right-handed, so this left-handed doesn't work with me, but it works on this side. See, because my left hand is used to do some other things, but and my right hand is used in doing other things. Though this is the left hand, but the right hand cannot do what the left hand is doing. What is going on? Except for other things you can. But and my cousin used to play this. And I looked at him. He's playing on left-handed, and I'm right-handed. So I had to learn from somebody who's playing this way. And I'm looking with my eyes exactly where he's playing, and I'm right-handed, and follow, and I got it. I only played one song. He taught me only one song, that, and I played all the songs that they were playing with the band, and he left. So I became the lead guitar player of the Bana Citoyen, the family band, and then we original, because our village is in Mazeras. We that time we left at the town city and went to Mazeras, and we stayed there now to establish our band. And every time there's a wedding, there's bands playing. The people will call bands to come and play. So we didn't have instruments, neither we were not like a big band. We were just like, you can call like a garage band, but we were so good. And so we used to go and do that, and you can see I didn't start playing music today. And in fact, after that, I remember after that, when it used to be my cousins, they started slacking down, okay, because the family band, at a certain time we played, and then some of them started losing interest because they got into other things. So me, I used to take the guitar and sit outside in a pile of rocks. There was like a little mountain of rocks, and I would sit there and they were rocks were bought for to renovating some parts of the house, but some of them, they were leftovers, and there was a place I could sit. I sat there in the morning. I played my guitar up to evening. Sometimes I would call, and I'm coming, we want to eat. I said, okay, I'm coming, and I want to go. Until later, I'll go and eat on my own, or maybe just go and sleep. I don't care. So I did that several times, and then one day I decided I'm gonna make a place for me to be able to play music. So my guitar without interruption, because there where I used to sit, it was very close to the road, not very far. The road was just beside there, and sometimes dust can be come, and so I planted a certain plant. It's a shade plant. It looks like a cassava plant, but it's huge, and its leaves are huge. They can grow monster leaves, and it will grow tall, and it will become like an afro. It will make a shade like an umbrella. So I planted that plant. It grows very quickly. 1 month, 2 months, I think so. My plant had grown, and there was a shade there. So I got coconut logs, the coconut trees which were already down, which were cut, because sometimes coconut trees, when they're old, people will cut them down, or maybe if they wanted to build or renovate, if they wanted to make something, or to build a house there, they'll cut some of those coconut trees. Though we do not always cut coconut trees, because they are very considered to be very, very meaningful to us and essential. But the coconut trees also, the logs of the coconut trees, you can make them seats. So I had 4 logs, one long one, another one long one, and another small one this one, and small this one, and I made a little gate where you can come in and sit there. And I also planted some a little around that triangle kind of a garden. I planted other plants that we call them bustani, and what they do, this bustani means a garden. They don't grow that very tall. They're short plants, and they'll make like a little fence around where we're sitting there. So the logs are inside, and the fence is little outside, and those plants grew very, very healthy, and they were. The place. It was just amazing how that place, and everybody from our family, they went and sat there. Even our neighbors used to come and sit under my tree, under my garden, Adam's garden. And I kept on playing my music there, and from there, after I left my family banner, after they started slaking, that's where I started teaching my cousin Willie Mazera. I taught him playing bass, and he got to know play bass. This is my other cousin, youngest one. And then Joliba had gone to Mombasa Town. He came. He told me, Adam, come, you know what? Let's go to Bush Bar in Utang. They are looking for a guitar player. He told me the story. Say there's this Congolese guy. His name is Rocky. Whenever we play, he takes a break, and he never comes back. He goes and drinks and stays, and he sometimes comes there. Is very, very rude. So I told the guys, the one guitar player here who I know, who plays very well, and he came and got me. And he knows that I know those. He told me we were playing this tune. The tune which I didn't know, he played it just rough for me, and I immediately got it. And we went to Bush Bar, me and him. The guys, also Agale Junga, who Philip was there, but that in Banazeta, this is the grand Banazeta, which we created Zeta Success from that band called Banazeta. So Banazeta performed in Bush Bar that night, and I was there. Sat there. Rocky was playing lead guitar. They play, and then they took a break. I was not introduced first of all, as a guitar player, the Rocky left. He didn't know me. I was just like as if a stranger, just somebody was just going there. Somebody who knows nothing about nothing. He went and did the same thing that he does every day time. People have to call him in the microphone. Rocky. What, man? He's disappeared in some houses that are around there drinking, I don't know, whatever, socializing with women. Or he was a very known drinking guy. So when the time came, they didn't call him. They called me. It's Ajoliba went and told Bijou. Bijou was one of the singers who was the band leader. He said, Bijou, Adam was here. Oh, he said, oh, Petit Adam, come. You see, he called me Petit Adamo because I was young. They gave me guitar. This was the guitar. I took the guitar lead. Dan. So sometimes they used to think that he thought maybe is Bijou trying to just to play his own stuff, because sometimes Bijou, he used to just play maybe one little small slick kind of thing, and they'll sing, and then he will come later. He wasn't even a guitarist. They would just rhythm only without lead. So when they start the song, and then I play lead, wow! Rocky heard that sound where he was. That song was not finished. He was there. He came. What? Who's this guy, man? Anyway, so please just get more people to come. We talk here and tell you about my stories and my musical journey. Thank you.